I'm going to continue with some notes from section 2.2. So let's practice a little bit more with putting things in slope-intercept form. So let's say that you have this equation of 2x plus 3y equals 10. So go ahead and solve for y. So leave this alone for a moment and move over the x term. So subtract 2x. So we're doing inverse operations here. Bring down 3y equals negative 2x plus 10 and divide each term by 3. So y equals negative 2/3 x plus 10/3. Okay, so let's then graph this. So here's our slope, and here's our y-intercept. Okay, so on this one, I'm going to graph using a table. So go ahead and draw a little table here for x and y. On this one, I'm going to use points that are multiples of 3, so I don't get as many decimals. So I'm going to use -3, 0, and 3. You could use any points for x that you want. So you can substitute in, you can do the math, or you can put it on your graphing calculator. I'm going to use my graphing calculator. So I'm going to go to my y equals key, and I'm going to type in negative. So make sure you're using the negative key down here. So negative, and then 2 divided by 3x plus 10/3. So 10 divided by 3. Then I'm going to go to the table. So remember, the table is above graph. So when x is -3, I arrow up, y is 5.3. When x is 0, y is 3.3. And when x is +3, y is 1.3. Then I'm going to sketch a graph of it using those ordered pairs. So -3, so go over -3 on your x-axis and up a little bit past 5. 0 and 3.3, so a little bit up past 3. And 3 and 1.3. So a little bit up past 1. And then connect through there with the straightest line as you can. Put arrows in both directions. So there would be a graph of the line. Now here is your y-intercept. So wherever x is 0, that's your y-intercept if you have the ordered pair, or this is the same as 10/3 if you have it from the equation. So there's your y-intercept. There's the point where the graph will cross the y-axis. Okay, let's try another one. So go ahead and write down this one. I'm going to have it already solved for y. So y equals 2x minus 4. So there's my equation. There's the slope of 2, the y-intercept of 4. This one, again, I'm going to use a table. So let's say I use the ordered pairs of -1, 0, and 1. If you want to substitute in, you can do that. So 2 times -1 is -2, minus 4 is going to be -6. 0 times x is 0, minus 4 is going to be -4. 1 times 2 is 2, minus 4 is going to be a -2. You can also use your graphing calculator. So go ahead and graph that. So again, this is your y-intercept wherever x is 0. That's your y-intercept. The same if you have it in your slope-intercept form, or y equals mx plus b. So remember, that's your y-intercept. But on the, if you want your y-intercept is wherever x is 0. So that's what you would substitute in for x is 0. So -1, -6. 0, -4. And 1, -2. So all of these points should lie in a straight line because these are linear equations. One last thing, so I just want to go over intercepts. So if I have it in this form of y equals 3x minus 1, so in that form I already have the y-intercept. So here's my y-intercept. If I wanted to get, so if I substitute in 0, so to get the y-intercept, I can substitute in 0 for x. So x equals 0, so I substituted in. 0 times 3 is 0, minus 1, the y value equals -1. So there's my y-intercept is at 0, -1. If I want to find the x-intercept,